had to put the camera away for a little bit. The rain started picking up a little bit more. It's backed off. It's just sprinkling again. It didn't downpour, but I didn't really want to get my camera gear soaking wet. But think I'm getting close. Yeah, I'm getting close to where I want to make camp for tonight. And yeah, I think we're definitely getting close. But I tell you what, this pack is definitely something I would not want to do a long haul journey on, that's for sure. Not the pack, the load, I guess you could say. I definitely have it way overloaded for what I'm doing. But I wanted to get some stuff out, get some dirt time on it, get it tested, you know, really see, just get some testing done. All right, guys, I think we found where we're going to call home for tonight. Pretty sure this is the area. Thinking about putting a hammock from that tree to that tree, and then I would be able to stretch the tarp out, give me a little bit of a porch. I think that'll work. I think that'll work pretty nice. Ground's not too bad, and there's plenty of deadfall and everything around. Yeah, you can see the marker I put right there on that tree. I'm trying to mark this area. But yeah, I think this is going to be home for tonight. Holy crap, guys. Well, weather definitely took a turn for the worse. It actually started snowing. I did not expect snow. I guess that's better than a downpour of rain and everything. I don't know if it's done or not. I look on my phone real quick to see the weather pattern and everything, and it just keeps changing. So I don't know. The temperature has dropped big time. I mean, it's dropped within almost, 10 degrees. But I did get most of everything set up, I think. Got the tarp up. And I don't know how much footage I got of me putting all this up and everything. My secondary camera, as always, failed on me. So I don't know if the weather changed or I don't know. All I know is the battery went dead and I don't know how much it got on it. So from here on out, I'm using just one camera. So bear with me. I'll do the best I can with it. And yeah. So what we're using, you guys see this or not? The tarp is a One Tigress tarp. I can't remember exactly what model and everything. I'll put gear list of items in the description of the video. We got a One Tigress tarp, One Tigress hammock, and a One Tigress underquilt, but that's a very unique underquilt. They don't make that underquilt anymore. That underquilt is convertible from you can either have it as a full hammock cocoon, or you can have it as, like how I have it, a underquilt, or you can close it up and use it as a regular sleeping bag. This is one of my favorite sleeping bags. It's kept me warm many times, of course, using ground pads and stuff like that. However, this is the first time I'm ever using it with a hammock. So this is going to be a first time experience. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to do and everything. So hence my little bit of worry about tonight's situation on sleeping and everything. Little confusing on how to put it together and stuff. You know, I'm sure the bug net doesn't help and everything, but you know, as far as putting it all up. But yeah, it was took a little bit to figure out and everything, but I don't know, I got high hopes. It seems like it seals pretty good at the feet and seals pretty good, will seal pretty good behind at least the head and everything. to where there won't be no airflow coming in underneath me in between the hammock, and that. And that's, that's the big part of an underquilt, is trying to keep that, was it convection, I think? Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, comment down below, correct me. But, that air traveling underneath, robbing your body of, warmth from the backside. So we'll see. As far as sleeping bag goes, I am using a Snug Pack. I'm not 100% sure which one. But also on top of that, I am using a Sea to Summit Extreme, I think, sleeping bag liner, and maybe help increase, bring that up a little bit. If you notice, the wind has picked up. I hope it ain't too bad in the audio. I've yet to get my fire pit going and everything. Like I said, the temperature is dropping, so I'm probably not going to do a lot of talking right now. I'm probably going to focus on get the fire pit figured out. I didn't see a lot of rocks there I can make a proper fire pit around, so I might have to tweak a little bit. Maybe if I can find some really damp dead laying logs or something, saw them down, use them as a barrier, so not, because it's pretty windy and kind of worried. There's still a lot of, dead leaves on the ground, and don't want to start no fires. But yeah, I'm gonna get cracking because I'm getting hungry. It's lunchtime, a little bit past lunchtime, and I'm getting hungry, and some food sounds pretty good. So all right, here we go. Alright, like I said before, I got a ton of wood around here that I can use for firewood tonight. So I got some processing to do, and I still got to figure out what I'm going to do about that ring. Remember that chair? Just because I'm out here don't mean I'm going to be uncomfortable. I love that chair. Super lightweight and sport near chair. Cheap, lightweight, easy to pack, but so you guys can see, this is my current setup right now. I might tie off the middle there. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't decided yet, but I'm probably going to do that. I've got my solar lantern charging up right now. So even in the cloudy conditions, it's still getting a pretty good charge. Alright, we're going to use the Coglins with a Baco saw blade, and we're going to try and get some pretty sizable logs to work as my surrounding fire pit. I looked around and I couldn't find any rocks whatsoever, so I'll try and find some wet damp so that way they don't burn. Alright, let's see what we can find. Good and wet, so that's good. Yeah, that'll work out pretty good. At least for what I have planned for my cook system and everything else, this should work out pretty good. Just something to keep any hot coals or embers from the wind blowing them into some of these leaves and stuff, but this should work pretty good. I'll clean out some more around there, and I got to get cracking. And as you can see, there's snow falling. There is snow falling. I got to get cracking on some firewood, get a supply build up, and get a fire going. So I gotta get on it. All right, guys. So I got a good bit of firewood for now processed. As soon as I get a fire going and everything, and get something warm in my belly, get some food in me, because I have not ate and it's getting later in the day. I want to at least get some lunch in me, that way, you know, maybe even get some dinner in me later on tonight. But I gotta get some food in me. Starting to feel a little sluggish. That's never a good thing. We're going to try something a little different. Now you might recognize this. I'll get up close for you to see here. It's that, I have to invert it for you. It's that Pyro Putty summer blend we got from Battle Box a little while back. It's that neon colored looking goop, but it's got a fruity smell to it, but it's more or less a fibrous, really waxy type stuff. You're supposed to, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm pretty sure it, I think they said a quarter size amount of this will burn 15 minutes. I don't know about that, but, and we're using a ferrocerium rod trying to light it. It is pretty windy, so it'll be interesting how this goes. This is just your standard, what is that, Bayulite or Baylight or Bayite ferrocerium rod and striker from like you can buy off Amazon. So we'll see how this goes. Honestly, I've never played around with this stuff enough yet to really see what it does. It's definitely fibrous, you know. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have the fibers out so it'll catch. That's probably more than I need, but at least get a fire started and going. We'll see. See what this does here. Come on. Oh, how about that? It actually took pretty quick. Did not expect that. Let's see if we can get it to build up here. Actually took pretty quick. I'm actually shocked how fast that took. I think the key to that was make sure you had them really loose fibers exposed. But seems to be burning pretty hot. I do smell wood burning already, so that's a good start. Hear a little bit of a crackle. Everything is a little bit damp, so I gotta take it nice and easy. I don't think we've had really hot, warm enough days to really dry everything out altogether from, you know, winter. As you can see why my pack was a little heavier than normal. Normally I don't carry this on light, you know, a little lightweight excursions, but in this particular situation I wanted to try it. I wanted to get it on footage, talk about it a little bit. Tell you what, see what you guys think about it. Now the cook set I'm using is the Self-Reliance Outfitters cook set. This thing, it ought to be called everything but the kitchen sink, because that pretty much explains it all. It's all stainless steel, really good material, really good quality. That's one thing that I can't stress, is it's really good quality. I have the large butcher pot, the medium, the small. I left a couple pieces out because honestly, for weight purposes, I didn't need everything. I really don't even need the large bush pot. The only way I would really want that if there was more than just me, or if I had to process water, you know. And right now I don't have to process water. I doubt that I will have to process water, so I'm actually doing really well on it. But the fire spit that you see here is another product from Self-Reliance Outfitters, and I've used it a few times. It is not light. I will say that right now. It is not a light setup. It's made out of rebar, forged rebar, I guess you could say. So, something to take in consideration if you're considering. It's not something normally you would pack in. Now, if you had a super light setup, kind of like what I got, I'm not even going to use this. Mainly, I'd use this for like the frying pan. But I'm going to use this to brew me some coffee. Luckily, I got another Nalgene bottle full. If not, I would be processing some water. Oop. Oh, coffee abuse. I like my coffee strong. I'll be sipping off this for a while. Go ahead. Oh no, I might use this. Probably can. Whoop. I'll see why I couldn't. Right there. Even both over the fire at the same time. Can't beat that. I don't know why I'm busy squatting or straining my back the whole time. I got a chair. Honestly, I'm not used to having these luxury items, you know, like a chair or whatever. Usually squatting around, but I'm getting too old for that. I'm sure there's a few viewers thinking, how old are you? How old do you think I am? Comment in the suggestion down below. How old do you think I am? I'm kind of curious about that. I get teased with all the time about my age. Probably because I got a little bit of wisdom in my goatee. Alright, for today's lunch, we're going to have some Mountain House beef stroganoff with noodles. So, I don't think I've ever had this particular flavor. Actually, no, I don't think I have. But fairly simple. Boil water, add water, mix, that's it. Make sure you throw the absorbent packet out. But yeah, pretty much open package, tear notch, remove discard, carefully add 1 3/4 cup, 14 fluid ounce, 14 boiling water. Stir carefully, close zipper, 4 minutes, stir again, let stand 8 or 9 minutes, stir, enjoy right out of the pouch. So, pretty easy. I like most Mountain House stuff. Honestly, there ain't been too many things I've tried of theirs that I haven't liked. But, yeah. That's what's for lunch day. Something quick, easy, fast. Water is boiling already. I'm going to use the Pathfinder cup to do my measuring in there. What did that say? That's a 414 ml or 14 fluid ounce. And it figures the cup only measures to 16. So we'll have to guesstimate a little bit there. It might be a little runnier or dry. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, so water is boiling. Got a room here. Get you guys to see this. As you see, the water is boiling. But I have a product here I am using. It's from a company named, and I gotta be honest with you, I have a heck of a time saying this name, but Super SA Hanks. And this is their burn-proof camp rag. Comes in different colors. It's even got a burn-proof lanyard on it and everything, and it is supposed to withstand up to 800 degrees. As you can see, it does, and I can't even feel that through there. That's actually really nice. Really nice. But we're going to try and use this camp all in one shot. I don't know if I'll be able to. No, not going to be able to. So make sure I get a hold of it. This is very hot, so don't want to spill it everywhere. Take the lid off. Come on, work with me. Yeah, that should be our 14. We'll put the lid back on. Serve what water we got there. Must have been still a sticker on there. But we'll go ahead and swing that out of the way so we ain't gotta worry about it. Get the coffee over there. But yeah, I'm highly impressed on this rag. They claim that you can use it for a silencer cover. You can yeah, you can use it as a silencer cover. You can use it that's all I can say. I got a review coming up on this, so I just wanted to get a little bit of dirt time on it. I'm going to be using it off and on throughout next couple days, actually, next couple outings. I actually, first impressions, really like it. I'll say that. I'm really liking it. It's nice, easy, something quick you can just throw in your pocket and you're good to go. And that's kind of nice and makes it real convenient. So, coffee's not percolating yet. I gotta throw some more wood on that fire. Need to pour my water in. Oop. Pour my water in to my meal. And try not to drop it. Ooh, jeez. Actually, it seems like a lot of water, but for a small bag. But what can I say? And they said close it up, let it sit for 4 minutes, and give it a little bit of swish. That bag is hot. Oh man, is that hot! I like Mountain House. Mountain House is nice where you ain't gotta dirty all your stuff. Versus, you know, some of the other companies that I've tried out. That was one of their downfalls, I would say. I didn't particularly care for. Was the simple fact that you had to use your pan or pot. You had to soak in there, and then you're stuck doing the dishes. This makes it 10 times easier just to put it in there. Easy to pack out. Leave no trace camping, you know. Makes it real nice. Real nice and convenient. Get the fire stirred up. We're down the coals. Boy, that wind is getting strong. Ooh, smoke. Rabbit. Does that even work? Never works for me. My kids love doing it. Seems to work for them. Comment down below if it ever worked for you. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to focus on having a lot of firewood for throughout the night. How windy it is, the wind seems picking up. We definitely got something coming in. Its temperatures dropped like 15 degrees just in the last hour. So the wind, if the wind continues like this, you know, I definitely don't want to fire burning unattended over the night. Well, while I'm waiting for my food, now would be a perfect opportunity to talk about the channel and the channel's future. I actually talked about this not too long ago in a recent video, and that was actually part of the viewer question and answer when I first filmed it, and I lost all that. And I think now would be a good time to talk about it. You know, I've gotten hit with a lot of questions. Subscription boxes. What's going on? How come I haven't seen any? Well, honestly, I quit getting them for a few reasons. Now, the whole pandemic thing, reason number one. The economy is very uncertain right now. I took some time off work. My wife took some time off work. You know, the industry I work in, which is aerospace industry, and my wife works in, is up in the air right now. You know, it's hard to say what the future looks like, and that is an expense. You know, subscription boxes are a substantial expense to myself that I cannot justify, you know, spending right now. And for other reasons beyond that, you know, when I first started this channel, it wasn't intended. Like, I know I stated this before in my first video. I'll try and put a link up for that right above here. And, you know, this channel wasn't intended to be a subscription box only. It was supposed to be gear review, outdoor adventures like this. And this is what I've wanted to do for a very long time. And unfortunately, it took a freaking worldwide pandemic to make this happen. But in all honesty, I didn't have the right equipment. I don't even know if I still have the right equipment or not, you know, but obviously not if I had camera 2 fail already. But it is what it is. It's a learning experience. Now, I'm not going to say you're never going to see subscription boxes again on this channel, because that's not the truth. You might see one here and there. I don't know. You know, honestly, I don't know. I'm at the point right now when it comes to gear, I'm at capacity. You know, when you think about how many subscription boxes I got per month for how many months in a row, I got so much crap. I mean, it's gone beyond, and it's ridiculous. But this also, I want to finally make sure that I get those videos out. You know, the actually using the gear, testing the gear, telling you what I think about the gear. And those are the videos you're going to see. So from here on out, you can expect a video like this every month, at least one a month. This is what I have planned. At least one of these a month of some type of adventure, whether it be an overnight, whether it be a multiple overnight, whether it be on the water's edge, like a kayaking trip or an ATV trip, but there will be some type of adventure. And that's what I'm calling an adventure, because that's every time it seems like I try and do something like this, it turns into an epic adventure for me. Lots of trials and tribulations, I guess you could say. But it's fun. This is the stuff that I grew up doing. This is stuff I love doing. And but the main goal is to take this channel to the next level. And that's what I'm trying to do, is take this channel to the next level. If you've been a subscriber with me from the beginning, you've seen the progression of the channel going from, you know, what it originally did to what it is now. We've always tried to upgrade and improve, whether it be our editing, whether it be our camera gear, whether it be our style of shooting, everything. And that's something I'm trying to do, is improve and an upgrade. And I think I've done okay so far, and I'm going to keep on trying. I'm never going to be satisfied with, you know, what I do. I'm always going to try and improve. I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to that stuff. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. And eventually, once we start hitting some mile markers and stuff, I hope to start doing maybe some lives, maybe some giveaways, you know, things like that. But for right now, we're not there. You know, we're still sitting at 700 and some. Well, I think as of the time of this video, 763 subscriptions, so subscribers. You know, and our goal right now is just to hit 1,000 subscribers, and then to get our, you know, hours build up to, in a year's time, to get monetization back. That's our main goal, is to do that, and that's going to open up the door for a lot more things to come, not to mention other features within YouTube and everything. But that's our goal. You know, we're trying to get there. It seems like every time I get there, I get knocked right back down. You know, they change some kind of policy in YouTube, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. But all right, let's check out our coffee here. Oh yeah, that's a good brew. Oh, there ain't nothing better smelling than the smell of coffee, especially fire brewed. It's time to eat. We're gonna dig on in. Ugh. That's never a good reaction you want whenever you first open up your food pack. Is ugh. It just gets a little creamier. Don't seem like a man. Don't look like dog food in there. There, I'll try and show you guys this here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't want to spill it. Don't look. don't look all that yummy. The chunks of meat look like dog food, so I don't know. We'll try it out. Still hot. Still real hot. I don't think it absorbed all the way. The noodles still kind of got a little al dente to them, but yeah, it's not bad. Actually, that's not bad. It reminds me of something, but I don't know what. But I don't think it's beef stroganoff. Reminds me of something else. I didn't expect the noodles to be so small. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect, but just kind of surprised me looking in there. It's actually pretty good. Seems a little runnier than what it should be, though, but I let this sit as long as it said. Actually, longer. It was too hot to really eat and everything, so I don't know. It's not too bad, but I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this, and yeah. Catch you when I'm done. It's starting to get really chilly. That temperature's really starting to drop. This could make for an interesting night. Ain't nothing better but home brewed or fire brewed coffee, I guess you could say. First impressions, the Pathfinder kit. I really like it. I've had a couple of the items I've had for a long time. I've had skillet. I've had cup. I had the next size cup up. And but the teapot, the smaller bush pot and the larger bush pot, first time using. So far I really like it. I can't say I don't. But yeah, I wish it was lighter. That's one big thing, is because it would be nice to have that big of a system to be able to take out all the time. But it's super nice. I mean, the quality is above and beyond. But stainless steel isn't light. It's heavy. I mean, it'd be pretty awesome if they could come up with a titanium set. I think if they could come up with a titanium set that matches this, they'll knock it out of the ballpark. I mean, that would be phenomenal, because that would be a cook kit that's lighter than most, and you got every size pot you could ever want, and you could actually you could cook for your whole entire family, family of 5 with the pieces of stuff that they have. So yeah, that's not bad, pretty decent. Sitting here, though, I just realized on the back side of that pot has handles, and I knew this. I don't know why I didn't see them, but whenever I was trying to pour the water and everything, I was trying to fumble around and I should have just used this with the handles and just poured it. We'll rack that up as a brain fart, I guess. I don't know. So I have to go for some water. Seemed like what I decided to bring wasn't enough. Oh, guess I'm just thirstier than normal. I mean, I could get by without getting more, but I really don't want to have to do it in the middle of the night, or, I got a little bit of a walk, but for the most part, I should be okay. Like I said, a little bit of a walk, not very long. Passed up a spring. I'm pretty sure it was freshwater spring coming out, and the source I do believe wasn't far away. So we'll go back, fill up nitrogen, and then go back and process that water. I mean, I have a Sawyer filter with me, but honestly, I'd rather just go ahead, process it. Because I don't think that Sawyer, the bag that comes with it, I mean, I could fill it out of that, but I don't know. It's just a pain in the butt. Really don't want to deal with it. But pretty sure it's not far up here. It's a pretty nice old full water trail. It's a pretty clear path actually, but it's definitely used to be a four-wheeler trail. I put my fire to sleep, so I'm not really worried about it. Just, if you don't know what that means about putting a fire to sleep, it's you kind of smother it out with ash, and then it still holds that coal down in there, and because it usually can blow it right back into flame as long as it don't burn completely out. But looks like we're coming up to where I thought that spring was. Alright, yep, that's where it's at. It's pretty goopy and swampy. I thought it was more flowing than this, but it don't look like it. Well, it looks like this is the best standing pool of water that I found so far. It's not standing, I mean, it's coming from that creek up there. It is flowing, and I would like to get it from the source up there, but the pool, I don't know. That looks about the deepest part right there from where I could collect. So probably just going to go ahead and collect from there and then boil the crap out of it, because I honestly ain't got too many other options. So alright, so I managed to get full Nalgene bottle. Make sure I still got it. Full Nalgene bottle out of that puddle. It looks clear. Honestly, it probably is, but there's a lot of critter tracks around here, and that water is going to have to definitely, no doubt about it, get boiled. I mean, there is no ifs, ands, buts about it. It has to be boiled. So, trying to keep my eyes open. Yeah, we have had a couple nice days throughout the past week or so. And I thought, man, maybe I'll get lucky, find a morel. I just want one. It'd be nice to cook up. You know, I ain't greedy, just asking for one. Just one leftover that the animals didn't get. I'm really striking out on the morel mushrooms this year. So there's definitely, I have not had luck when it comes to the mushrooms. But like I said, I think it's still too early, you know, for around here. I mean, I don't know. I've heard some people around getting them. Yeah. I don't know. Temperature's getting a lot lower. You can feel it. That's dropping. It's dropping fast, actually. We still got, I don't know, should have like another. There's a rock. I found a rock. I'm going to be snagging that up in case I need to do a hot rock tonight. This might come in handy. But what was I saying? Lost track of what I was saying. Sorry, it was a squirrel moment. I am going to have to boil the crap out of this water. I mean, there ain't no getting around it. There's a lot of animal tracks around that water and upstream, if you call it upstream, from there. So, but my only other alternative was an even longer walk back to where I know there's water for sure. But even then, I'd still have to process it. In all honesty, I got enough water to get me through, until I get out of here. It's not an emergency situation by no means. Just, I personally would like to have more water. Not to mention having a fire out here, all the leaves on there, how windy it is. I just rather feel more comfortable having, more water just in case. Everything looks good. Actually looks like the fire's completely gone. But, oh well. And there's my rocks. Alrighty. So, got our dirty water. Set this off this side. Go ahead and use. Don't quite need that. Use the bigger pot to process this water. I could have actually filled 2 9-jug bottles up. I mean, it's fairly clear. It's not bad, but it's the things that you can't see that get you. I have had, just be straight up, tell everybody, I have had dysentery before. It is not something that is pleasurable. When I was younger, I went on a mission trip with my church to Honduras. And, oh man, a stick fell. See, we got some hot coals. I should be able to bring that back to life. Back to my story. In my teens, I went on a mission trip. I actually been on 2 mission trips when I was younger. I went to Honduras and spent, I think, 2 weeks there. I can't exactly remember. I think it was 2 weeks. We helped build a church and helped build a school, I do believe. And I've been to Haiti and spent 2 weeks there. And pretty much the same thing there. Just helped out in general. Whenever I was in Haiti, it was right after they had their I don't even know what it was called. But it was a big ordeal. There was armed troops everywhere. I don't know if I mean, that country's just had nothing but problems. Ooh, I might have to back off from this fire a little bit. But, yeah, they are just a country that's been plagued. Just one thing after another, you know. They were never in good shape before they got hit with that earthquake, and that just devastated them. I mean, it was bad. But, back to my original story. Sorry, squirrel moment. In Honduras, a group of us... See, Honduras was weird. Down there, like where Haiti was, you had... I mean, everybody was just poor. I mean, when I'm saying poor, I mean their houses were made out of sticks. And you could see through, standing on the outside, through one wall, completely through, and through the other wall. I mean, they took turns sleeping because they were so small, you know, families did. There wasn't enough room for everybody to sleep all night, so they actually had to take turns sleeping. That's how bad, you know, it was down there. Where Honduras, on the other hand, you were either really rich or really poor. There was no middle class. None whatsoever. So it was a really weird environment where there were restaurants in town and everything. I mean, you've seen people driving around sports vehicles and everything else, but as soon as you got outside of town, it was huts and small, I mean, just people living in dire conditions. I mean, honestly, really bad conditions. And you didn't even have electricity all day or anything. Where we stayed at was kind of like a compound house where everybody stayed in town. And then we would leave from there and go to whatever city that we were trying to help out at that time. And we brought all our water with us because the water is bad down there. I mean, really bad. And like bad enough to get you sick, which were how we found out. Any fruits you bought, you had to wash with, you know, anything you ate down there, we had to be extremely careful. You had to wash everything with like a diluted bleach solution. It was that bad. Anyhow, a group of us ended up getting dysentery, and we could not figure out how. Like I said, in town, there was restaurants, there was things like that. So we would go out and work all day. We would have lunch. We would take our lunches. We'd come back, eat lunch, you know, at the compound. But in the evening, we were allowed to go into the town as groups for safety and be able to eat at a restaurant and different things. And one thing that was popular amongst everybody was actually I do believe they actually had a McDonald's, they had a Wendy's, I think it was. Well, in the evening, everybody would go to, you know, one of those fast food restaurants and get something to eat. But everybody was getting a pop to go with it, too. And they would tell us, you know, the pop's safe. Next thing you know, a whole lot of us are sick. The pop was safe. The food was safe. The ice they used to make the ice in the soda drinks wasn't safe. That was actually tap water that they were getting ice from. So we all got dysentery from the ice in the drinks. You want to talk about miserable. That was miserable. But yeah, that's my experience with dysentery. Fire pit's working out pretty good. Good enough for what I need. You know, and that's something else I can do too. I can heat up some water, get it good and hot, pour in that Nalgene bottle, and then, if I have to, wrap it up in a smog that I have, and be able to actually hold on to that. Help give me some added heat if I need to. So that's an option too, if I need to increase my heat in any way. Honestly, I think I'll be okay. I mean, I might be wrong. I think I'll be alright. This weekend's kind of a rough weekend for me as it is. Anniversary of my brother's passings this weekend. It'll be 3 years. And it's always a hard week for me. You know, up until his passing, I never really lost anybody that close to me. Alright, guys. So, if you notice, things got pretty black on me. Gremlin number 2 decided it was going to show its face. And, instead of going on and on about what happened and everything, so hopefully you're seeing this video and I didn't just lose everything and waste the whole day filming nothing. I mean, that would truly be a nightmare. I have this light on here, but man, this thing is freaking bright. That's without it. I don't think I might have much of a choice other than it gets brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. This thing crazy freaking bright. Can't even point it toward myself. You can see behind me and everything, but yeah, it's too bright. Yeah, it's way too freaking bright. It's blinding the crap out of me. Anyhow, missed a lot. Pretty much I had to continue going, cold weather did move in. The wind stopped. There is absolutely no wind right now. The moon is up. It's probably about 11 o'clock at night. I managed to get some wood cut, some larger logs and everything to help with the fire and everything. Fire's helping keeping me warm. It's about 30 degrees. It's actually dropped down into 30s. It's a very clear night, and it's supposed to get even colder. So, I mean, doing all right. I got my layers on, so like I said, I have a wool shirt I put on, and then I put my coat on. So, I mean, all in all, I ain't doing too bad. My feet are a little bit cold. I think my feet might have sweated a little bit, and these socks might be a little damp, so it's making me a little cold. But before I go to bed, I got another pair of socks. I'll go ahead and change into those, and that should help while I'm sleeping. That should help a lot. But I am pretty much starving. I got a nice hot bed of coals, and I'm going to cook me some dinner. I wanted to wait to eat right before I went to bed to help keep me warm and everything. It sucks. I hate that lost all that footage. It sucks. It's just the way it goes, though. Live and learn. Definitely another chalking it up on the experiences and learning what to do, what not to do, what to trust, what not to trust, what gear I need to improve on. That's the biggest thing right now is what gear I need to improve on. But alright, I'm gonna get to cooking. I got me a nice old steak I'm gonna cook. Alright, some of you guys that watch some of my subscription boxes might recognize this. Get it to where I can show you. It is got this in one of the Pocket boxes. It is a kind of a multi-functional utility, small little thing. One side's camo, one side's orange. Makes it really nice, handy. If you ever gotta sit down, kneel, want to keep dry, It's just a really convenient piece thing. I like to use it for just like what I'm gonna be doing right now, cooking. But try and get all these coals right then. Setting everything I need down on it, so I'm not getting everything filthy, and try to minimize the amount of dirt I'm going to be eating. I mean, when you're camping, you can't get away from it, but you end up eating a little bit of it. But right, we are going to go ahead and use Pathfinder skillet. Get that good and hot here. Now, another item you guys might recognize, Battle Box flask. No, there is no alcohol in this, but what there is, what I like to use it for is my cooking oil. Works really good for holding cooking oil in. But be careful. I'm not too crazy about the lid on that flask. It's plastic. The whole flask is metal, but that lid is just junk. That, like I said, it's one of them things you gotta be careful with. That's for sure. You get this on there, get it warm, get it. It'll take a little bit to get warm, I think. But all right. We'll throw in. I'm gonna start on coffee down here so it keeps warm on my hot rock. But I brought a couple things with me. This in there and get it cooking. A couple pieces of bacon. Give me some good bacon grease in there. We'll get her all fried up. Get her fried up real good, and then we'll start on the next. Flopping it. Shouldn't take long to heat up here. Coals are pretty warm, so direct it underneath there a little bit more. Alright, got a nice little steak. And I brought some seasoning to put on it. Remember which one it is. Now, it's a good chance the seasoning ain't gonna come out of there. I'm gonna have to dump it. Ain't nothing special seasoning. It's one of my favorite little mixes for meat. But try and get this where I'm not getting all of them to come out. There we go. Like I said, it's one of my favorite little mixes. Ooh, maybe not that favorite. It don't matter. It'll come out good. Matter of fact, might go ahead. Got that seasoned, so that's going. Sit this down here for right now. I think I'm going to throw this down here like this. Trying to get this going here. While that's going, try and get... Okay, that's starting to sizzle pretty good. Try and get a little bit of a sear. Yeah, still cooking. Get my stick. There we go. Pretty much got this. Get this layered down just about right. Start getting that sear on that. We'll have some steak and bacon. It don't get no better than that. It really don't get no better than that. But as you can see, that little pot here, that's a handy little thing to have. It really helps. It really makes a big difference. There ain't no doubt about it. Just wish it wasn't so freaking heavy. That's what really sucks. The thing is so stinking heavy. I mean, it's rebar. It's just rebar that's been, yeah, it don't sound close. Thought I heard a critter. Like I said, it's rebar that's been blacksmith. Is that even a word? Blacksmith? Metalwork? Just I don't know about you guys, but I like my bacon a little crispy. Like it rendered and crispy. I gotta lower this down a little bit more than what it is. Get it right down in there. If I can. Nice difference. But yeah, what an epic fail. I've really been having a rough go with equipment here lately. It's just live and learn, you know. That's all we can do is keep moving forward, you know. That's all we can do. Can't do anything else. Does no good to cry and whine and complain. All we can really do is adapt and move forward. I mean, really, ain't got no other options except cry. And I'm cook it on the grill until I get a really good, nice sear on it. And then I'm going to finish it off in the pan with the bacon grease. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but sounds good. Sounds good to me. Hopefully I'm searing in the juices, giving it a nice smoky flavor. along with the seasoning I got in there. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm freaking starving. I waited as long as I freaking possibly could. I uploading all them videos took freaking forever. I mean, it really did take forever. That was a nightmare. I mean, if everything would have been alright, no big deal, I would have had camera B. But in the classical words of another fellow YouTuber that I watch and enjoy, I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining. How about that bacon? Does that look good or what? Nice and crispy. Yum. I'll go ahead. Let my steak keep on searing a little bit, cooking. And then I can eat this while I wait here. Nice little snack. So good. Sorry guys. That is so good. I can't explain how good that is. Probably because I'm starving. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use the skillet lid as a plate. Because I brought everything, including the kitchen sink, except for a plate. But I let it sit and rest for a little bit in the bacon grease. Look at that. Does that not look good? It smells fantastic. I'd be highly surprised I ain't got every coyote and 3 square mile trying to get a piece of this. But don't mind me guys, but I am going to stuff my face. I don't know if you guys just heard me or heard my stomach or not, but it just growled. Cut like butter. Like butter. How is it? Oh yeah. It's done. Yeah, that's good. That turned out good. I can't complain. Good flavor. Yeah. Turned out real good. A little more done than I like, but that's probably because I put it in the skillet and closed the lid, so that probably kept it cooking. I like a good medium rare steak myself, but it's still nice and soft, tender and juicy. I really can't complain. Right about now, the coyote turd tastes good though. I'm starved. Alright guys, I'm going to finish eating. I'll catch up with you here after I'm done. Well, the fire's finally petering out a little bit. We're down to just coals. It is so quiet. There's no wind whatsoever. I don't know if you can tell by the smoke coming up, but it is officially below 30 degrees. I don't know if you see my breath or not. It is freaking cold. Not too bad beside fire, and like I said, I'm dressed good enough. The only thing that's a little chilly on me is my feet, and I should be able to take care of that whenever, I change socks out and get in a sleeping bag. It is after midnight though, so I think I'm going to be calling it a night here. That steak, oh man, that was good. I don't think it was just because I was hungry. If you've never had a steak cooked over a wood fire, not coals from brisket, from like Kingsford coals or anything, charcoal, I guess you could say, but actual wood fire coals and wood fire, you don't know what you're missing. That in itself is worth coming out and doing, just for the experience, the taste, and everything, because nothing beats it. There's something about the flavor that when you cook something over the fire like that, it makes it pop. I don't know what it is. You can't get... you go to a restaurant and you can't get that same flavor. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a meat eater. I like a lot of steaks. I've been to pretty much every steakhouse I can think of, and you cannot get that flavor. I'm not going to worry about putting the tarp down, at least the edge. There's no wind whatsoever. I don't think it's really going to do much help keeping any heat in. So maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I really don't think I need to do it. And I'm actually I've used this for the last year or two, and I'm particularly happy. You can't really tell because of the light and everything, but I love this light. This light is phenomenal. It's on low right now. Low gives you just, I think that's high. No, that's high. I mean, you can see it even over that light and everything, but solar powered. I mean, this thing's great. While I was uploading and recharging and all that crap, had the opportunity really to admire just how good of a job this thing does. And I don't even know the brand of it, to be honest with you. I can't remember if I got it in a box or... I had an orange one. This is by Hybrid Light. I love this light. I had another one I used years ago. Not years ago, but before this one. It was an orange one, and it didn't have this scrunchy part. It was more of a spring-loaded kind of cloth material. And what sucked about it is it constantly, if you just slightly twist it, it would fall. It was like one of them old gag gifts of the Peanuts where the snake go flying out. It just seemed like it was a pain in the butt. And by them doing this with the plastic, oh, that's nice. Like I said, you can use it as a regular flashlight, or you can use it as a lantern. And I mean, rechargeable by the sun. It wasn't even sunny today. I hung it up right on the edge of the tarp there. It charged. It, like I said, hang it up there and it'd be charged, ready to go for tomorrow night. I am curious though. I am going to try something. I've had it on for last couple hours on low. I'm probably going to hang it up in there on my ridgeline to my hammock just to see what happens. I'm curious, how long on low, if it'll last all night or not. So, actually, probably going to do that right now. But, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and change out for bed, and I'll catch back up with you once I get in there. All right, guys. I'm all wrapped up. I'm all tucked in. Not bad. Changed out my socks in my bag. Not feeling too bad. So I guess we'll see what tonight brings, and Good night, everybody. See you in the morning. Oh, good morning, guys. It's about 6:30 in the morning. The sun just come up. But I gotta go to the bathroom. But I made it. Actually stayed pretty warm. I mean, I'm actually kind of really shocked. That went better than what I thought it would. It really, really shocked. I don't know what else to say. I didn't get cold at all. The only thing I can complain about right now is I got a really dry mouth. And that's about it. So I must have did a lot of snoring last night, or breathing out of my mouth, maybe. Alright, so I'll get right back with you here. Let me get up. See you in a minute. Alright, so fire is completely out. And I'm really not going to worry too much about making another fire. Because honestly, I'm going to probably get some breakfast and read up and then pack everything up and head out. But I really don't want to deal with I don't have enough water to really douse out this fire. But give anybody any kind of idea how cold it got last night. I don't know if you can see in there or not. See the ice? It's pretty much almost frozen. It's cold. Oh man, it's real cold. Ooh. But we pretty much had planned on doing. Now hopefully it ain't so cold to the point that it's too cold for the burner to work. I don't think so. I think we're okay. I might have to heat it up a little bit. Hope not, but it's pretty cold. I mean, it's still only 30 degrees. What got here is I've had this burner for years, and it is still one of my favorite burners. It's a Primus Action Sport. I mean, I love this burner. It's not small, it's not class 4 lightweight like they make them all the newer ones. And I have a couple other burners, but I don't know. I guess there's just a little bit of a nostalgic. I don't know. I've had it for so many years. Like, I've probably had this burner over 20 years. So hopefully it's not too cold for the fuel. There we go. She's a burning. I do have some tea bags in with my coffee. I just store them together. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. But it's the way I've always kept. In case I want something different, some tea or something. But this morning I want some coffee. Gotta get this on, get it going. get our coffee going, then I'll get some water going on. I do believe I'm going to be eating some oatmeal. You hear that? It didn't take long at all. That's one thing nice about gas burners. They don't take long for them to work effectively. Quickly and effectively. It's just crazy to think how the weather's been lately. And that it got that cold last night. Because honestly, we've had days here, you know, it's pushing 70 degrees the last couple days. I mean, maybe not the last couple days, but this prior week. I actually thought it was supposed to get up to 60 today. Oh. You know, I am so glad that it ain't luck. I prepared ahead of time, you know. I planned ahead, you know, for worst case scenario. And I'm so glad I did that, you know. If it wouldn't have been for, you know, for that, I've been in trouble. Honestly, what I did last night, I highly, highly recommend, unless you're an experienced outdoorsman, don't do that. That was actually dangerous. It got down to, I think, 26 last night. And if you're not ready for it, you're not dressed for it, and you're in a situation you can't get out of, you're going to get hurt. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. You're going to be in trouble. I mean, we can try and joke around about it all we want, you know, and everything, but honestly, last night could have gotten stupidly dangerous. But that freaking... I'm going to have to message One Tigers and find out why... Yes. Everything's covered. And message them and find out why in the world they discontinued that underquilt. I mean, I was actually blown away by it. I cannot believe how well that did. I mean, we were below the rating of that. Substantially, you know, I mean, we were below the rating of what it should be able to handle. And it did phenomenal. I mean, I know I was dressed, you know, I did have my coat on, I had layers underneath, I had thermals on. But in all honesty, I should have gotten cold last night, and I didn't get cold. Like I said, the only thing that might have got a little bit cold on me was my face. And even then, that wasn't that bad. You know, it's how that hammock came up around me. I was down, nestled into it, was no wind. And I really do believe the theory that, you know, the bug net actually does retain a little bit of heat. I mean, it sounds crazy to think it, but yeah, I gotta agree with that theory that it probably ain't much, but no, I don't know. Ooh, that's hot. Boil going on. Man, you can smell the apple and cinnamon, that's for sure. It just exploded that with smell. Let's put it in here. Bring that back up to a little bit of a boil. Alright. Oh, there's crap on there. Turn the burner off. Let it sit for a little while. Alright, I'm going to let that sit for a little while. And that's cooking. I think I'm going to, well, that's rehydrating, I guess you could say. I'm going to sit back, relax, drink my morning cup of coffee, and yeah, do my journal entry. So, get back with you guys here soon. That wraps that up. It's warm. I don't think it's that hot. Sun's finally coming out. Yay! Because we're actually starting to get a layer of snow. Not bad. Pretty good. Look at this. Just give you an idea. That all happened within the last, I don't know, might as well say an hour. Kind of blew me away. I cannot believe we got that much. Alright guys, I think that's going to pretty much wrap up this adventure. I got a little bit of a hike to get out of here. I got a little bit of a drive to get out of here, and I got a lot of cleaning up to do and packing up to do. And it's not getting any warmer. It's still kind of breezy and chilly, and the wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Still little flurries floating around in the air. I don't know if you can see them or not, but yeah. But also, again, sorry about the missing footage yesterday. When I say hours were lost last night, I would say probably 5 to 6 hours were lost last night. It wasn't lost, it's just I couldn't capture it, you know? Nothing I could do about it. The only thing I can do is learn from it, make adjustments, and move forward. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't hit that bell so you get notifications when a new video comes out. Until next time, we'll catch you later.